Hello, I'm Pam Newton. I am a counselor and educator at Innovation 360 Austin. I have worked for many, many years in the field of mental health, mental illness, mental wellness, and addiction. And one of the things that parents, loved ones, almost always ask at the beginning of the relationship with me or the treatment center, wherever I'm working, is why didn't we know? Why didn't we see it? How could we have not seen this coming? And frankly, neither would I. It's a human factor. We can't see what is so close to us, especially when it's people we love. And the reason we can't is a phenomenon most of us have heard of called denial. And many people feel like, I feel guilty. Why was I so in denial? And the truth is, as Melody Beatty, who is a counselor in this field for many, many years and someone who I respect and have followed, one of the things that she says about denial, it's one of my favorites, is denial is a shock absorber for our hearts. That until we're ready and emotionally ready and able to see or hear something, we just can't hear it or see it. It's a part of our human condition. It's actually a really wonderful thing that our bodies work so hard to come back to wellness, to come back to health. And working with so many individuals over the years that have done a lot of drugs or have had a lot of alcohol, it's amazing how the brain, when free of those substances, works so hard and really can come back to a pretty healthy space for many people. And we do the same thing in our own way. What happens is that as someone we love dearly, as their behavior starts to amp up and get much more less appropriate eventually, we adapt to it like a frog does. If a frog jumps in a pan with water in it on our stove, and it's just a little bit warm, tepid, it settles in and gets used to it and loves it. Turn the heat up a little bit, and the frog adapts. You turn it up more, the frog adapts, till eventually the frog leaps out to save its life, or it could eventually die. And that's what we do. We come to accept unacceptable behavior. Unacceptable behavior starts to become normal because it is normal after a certain amount of time. One of the things that I ran a women's group in Dallas for a number of years, and mostly it was mothers who would beat themselves up just horribly for things they did or didn't do. And always one of the women in the group would say, put down the bad, just put down the bad. And I would encourage you, if you're a parent, a love, or wife, sister, whomever, put down the bad. You did the best you could with what you knew how to do at the time. And I think we all do. And I don't know who said this, but it's a quote, is forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know until you knew it. It's hard. Self-forgiveness is hard, especially for parents. Us parents, we feel guilty for everything. So I still, see my 41-year-old son and something's going on. I'm like, I wonder how I contributed to that. But thank God, he's wonderful. And I'm happy now that I understand that I did the best I could. All of us benefit from support when we're going through something, whatever that is, particularly with others who understand because they're going through it too, or they have been through it and are now succeeding in their life in terms of being able to balance what's going on with family members. We host monthly a wonderful group here in Austin called Brave Parents, and that group provides support, resources, education for parents who are struggling with their young adult in some way. And so if that is you, I strongly suggest that you go online and look at them. It's braveparents.org. Certainly you can always contact us at innovation360austin.com. We would be happy to offer support. Many times when your loved one has reached a level of dysfunction, the family members themselves need support. They need more than support. They may need counseling and more education, and certainly we can provide that. So just remember that denial is a shock absorber for your heart. Put down the bat and reach out for support. Thank you.